Okay. It looks like I am live. Okay. Checking things on my phone. So I will not get that really annoying feedback. So this is, oh, thank you. Thank you very much for the birthday greetings. This is the first stream I've actually run before. So 3 viewers in less than a minute. All right. If I stay on for an hour, I'll crack that 180 mark. My goal at this rate. Well, one of the viewers is me, so, and that's just in case. That's to make sure I am live. Okay. All right. We can cut this off. All righty. So we will be doing a little drive during this. So I won't be able to. Okay, I can read comments. All right. This is my first time running something on StreamYard. So, oh, let me plug this phone in. All right. Let's get rolling, shall we? Gonna turn off my radio so I don't get my channel struck. I don't want to get my channel struck on my first stream, do I? No, 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 no. Knowing my luck, that would happen. All right. Oh, it's off. The radio's off. Good. So, again, thank you for the birthday wishes. So, we're going to take a little drive, a little walk and talk, a little drive and jive, drive and vibe. So, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm amazed that 6 of you are watching this shit right now. So, this is my first time streaming. Like I said, streaming on my YouTube channel. Whoa, we hit 9. I just oh, yeah, I got struck. Damn it. Oh, gotta go. Then why did you come in here in the first place? You fucker. Thank you for stopping by. I will be safe. All right. If you want shout outs, you gotta Venmo me. The Venmo is on screen there. But no, I mean, I'm just like hanging here. Oh, more birthday wishes. Thank you so much. So yeah, this is the neighborhood in which I live. I don't live. I do a lot of jokes. Fuck. So, you all know if you listen to me on a regular basis, or if you don't, if you just read about me on Reddit. I do a lot of jokes about Maryland, about the Baltimore area. And reason I do that is because like nobody would know, nobody would get the reference if I told you where I lived. Uh, and it is not contrary to the rumors. I recorded my last album there, "Make America Innate Again." Available wherever you get your albums. It's on like Amazon, a bunch of other places. I still collect money when they stream. So thank you. But no, I do live in the same county, Harford County, Maryland. To use I'll go into the Baltimore accent a little bit. I live off Blair Road in Harford County, hon. I can turn my Baltimore accent on and off like a switch. See, right now, I just turned it off. Now I can flip it back on again. Ew, that accent's annoying to most people. One person dropped off. They found that they found that annoying as fuck. Okay. But no, it's one of those expressions. Like people from the Baltimore area, they have a really weird way of talking. So like they'll say stuff like basically like Baltimore City is its own independent city, and then surrounding it is Baltimore County. It's a separate jurisdiction. So the expression for that one they use is where do you live? Oh, at the county. It's like it's just one word, out in the county. They're really good at making like 2, 3, or 4 words all sound like one word. It's like what the Germans do. They're incredible at that. Um, and I am of German heritage, of course, because my last name is Myers. Jawohl. Uh, and I'm sure my seventh great grandfather, Hans Georg Meyer, when he came over to this country in like 17, whenever, is thrilled that his descendant is driving right now, talking to his phone on his birthday, on the day he turns 28. I'm 28. So no, but it's weird though. The Germans, they have. I was amazed when I learned this. The Germans have a word. It is one word for the after dinner walk to aid digestion. Just now thought about it. I didn't look it up ahead of time. I'm not going to look it up now because I'm driving. But yeah, I forget what the word is. Germans though, not great at comedy. Little jab at myself. Oh, he's of German descent, so he must not be good at comedy. That's always up for debate. But no, there's it's an old joke. But how many Germans does it take to change a light bulb? One. They are very efficient or not funny. So, but I'm on a red light now. That's what's up. You said you were Scottish. Well, I am Scottish. Scottish. I am a European mutt. English, Irish, English. Oh, I said English. English, Irish, Scottish. I got the whole fucking British Isles thing going. I'm a little bit Welsh as well. French, German, sliver of Eastern European. That is my maternal grandmother's family, my mother's family. They came over from Austro-Hungarian Empire at the turn of the 20th century. And the area where they're from is now Romania, now part of Romania. because all that shit was broken up after the First World War, and we all know how steady things got after that. But I did one of those ancestry DNA things. What really shocked the hell out of me is that my DNA matches came up 2% Spain. I am 2% Spanish. I don't get that. An old joke in my act because I don't tan, I melanoma. Like I did not have Tom Myers' DNA is part Spanish on my bingo card. Like that would have been, I would have given you like 10,000 to 1 odds on that. So he gets lobster. I am Scottish, German, amongst other things. Much like the rest of this country, we all come together and create this big old hodgepodge, all this mess that we've got. Look something here. I've got a red light, so don't worry. I'm being incredibly safe. I am being safe because I know how shitty Maryland drivers can be. Am I right? But I talk about it enough. That's the criticism I get is that, Tom, you talk about Maryland way too much. Well, how that started out was as I recorded, what was that album I recorded? Pitchforks, Torches, and Other Random Thoughts. Everything I did was recorded in Maryland, just because, I like keeping shit local. We're on the road again, on the road again. Yeah, so I talked a lot about Maryland because I was mainly performing there. Like I wasn't really traveling that much. Like I was doing some road gigs, but this was before a lot of people knew me. And I don't want to say it's before I became famous because I'm not like famous the way most people are. So I talked a lot about Maryland on this album because I was I was catering to my audience at the time because I was recording my show in Maryland. And then it was distribution wasn't supposed to be all that much. Wasn't supposed to be all that far. So um so yeah, I mean that was pretty much it. And then it got picked up. A lot of people started listening to my stand up, listening to me talk about Maryland, listening to me talking about being from Maryland. And they said, oh, all he does is talk about Maryland. Well, kind of, that was the origin. It stemmed from the time I was performing in the state. So that is what's what. At another red light right now. I am not going to dox myself, although people who know me know where I live. And the numbers went back down into the single digits. Well, those of you 9 people who are watching right now must be really dedicated. Honestly, I'm just trying this out, uh, seeing how I like streaming. I've never streamed before, and I figure rather than just sitting in front of my computer, my laptop, talking, I might as well just stream. I might as well just drive and stream. Have a nice little conversation. Well, I'm talking, y'all are listening. You can pipe up in the comments if you want. I mean, you can go ahead and You can go ahead and ask me questions. I will happily answer them. Uh, Not my like address or social security number or any shit like that, but but within reason. Within reason. So yeah, I figure what better day to do this stream on my cumpleaños, as my Spanish roots would say. Mein Geburtstag, as my German roots would say. Um, Thank you, Aaron. Thank you for all the happy birthday wishes you've received so far. Lobster, the answer to that question is yes. On the subject of birthdays, I found as I've gotten older, I found less of a need to put up with bullshit. Like the sun's going to take these off. And if it's just it gets to a point where if it's not worth the hassle, if it's not worth the aggravation, then I don't want it. So we're going to take a little drive here. We're really on the road now because we're on a major highway. Yes, Steve, I do have free will. I will exercise my free will for as long as I am able. So I didn't think I'd be going for 17 and a half minutes, and I didn't think I'd maintain like viewership in the teens for my first stream. I'm amazed. I'm amazed that people follow me. I'm amazed that people want to see what I'm up to, whether they love watching me, whether they hate watching me. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to be frequent. I I don't like. I generally don't like doing live stuff because so much shit can go wrong, and when shit goes wrong, I go into crisis mode and focus more on what I can do to fix it. So that's why, like with the podcast that I have, Tom Myers versus the rest of the world, that's pre-recorded, that's edited because I like to try and make it sound professional. And yeah, I think with streaming, you lose a little bit of that. Plus, I'm a very guarded individual. Like I keep a wall, like a metaphorical wall. Like there's some stuff about myself that I don't feel like talking about in public because it's like, nobody's business. Some stuff I'm willing to share. Like I said, if you have any questions, I'll go ahead and answer them safely, of course, because I'm keeping my eyes on the road here. But yeah, I am not a fan of putting my entire life online. Uh, I used to do that on social media during the old Twitter days. I would go ahead and post about just about everything. Uh, Jokes I was working on. I would get into online beefs with people, which when you're in your younger days, it's fun. But now that I'm 28, now that I'm 28, it just doesn't have its appeal anymore. It's exhausting. And like doing shows where there's conflict. Like I'd rather just be part of a show that's I'd rather just chill out, not necessarily like a hang. And I do want to have stuff to talk about. That's sort of the point of my show. Like I prepare stuff, I have topics, I talk about them. But I would really put it this way: I would love to be on a show where I'm not being interrupted and screamed at and getting kicked out of the fucking room and not allowed to come back on. But yeah, like I said, this is my first time streaming. And when I'm driving, I feel more relaxed and chatty. This is actually how I come up with a lot of my ideas. I'll just let the entire world pass me by. Like I could have music on, but I want to get my channel started. I don't want to get my channel started on my first stream. That's why I made sure my radio was off. So I'll tell you a little bit about where we are going right now. I say we because you're following me on this great journey. It's a little ritual I have on my birthday. Sign up for a lot of stuff and programs, so I get a lot of uh, get some little freebies coming in, like little happy birthday gifts. I took advantage of one today, and I don't really go there that often anymore, just because their stuff upsets my stomach. Just because the way they make it. But Starbucks, I got a free Starbucks latte. Forget what I had. It was something I haven't had before. It was a caramel brulee latte, which I saw it on the menu. I've never had it before, so I thought, fuck it, let me get it. It's free. I'm going to take advantage of it, and I enjoyed it. I have to be careful drinking those kind of drinks because they make it with steamed milk, and I don't know what it is. My body has an on and off issue with lactose, so I don't consume that much of it. Like sometimes I'll do, and it's fine, but other times, watch out. It's like that full, like the whole like red alerts go off in my body. Oh shit, it's gonna blow! No. So another thing I like to do, maybe we'll do this, maybe we won't. I don't know. Of course, if you follow my social media, you know that I am a huge fan of Royal Farms. That is our convenience store chain. That is our chain, our big chain. A lot of people over here especially love Wawas, which that's fine on them. But I mean, listen, I'm a Baltimore guy, so Royal Farms is originally from Baltimore, so we're starting to get out there. But that is my store. Royal Farms is my store, and apparently, if it's your birthday, like it is today for me, I get they give you a little present. They give me a two-piece chicken meal. If you've never had their chicken, I highly recommend it. Royal Farms has branched out to other states like Pennsylvania, Delaware. There's some in southern New Jersey. I think there's quite a few down in North Carolina as well. They branched out down there, which is awesome. For them, you're saying, oh, gas station chicken. Well, this chicken is the shit. I said it on Chad's show a couple weeks ago, Chad Sumac show. Their Royal Farms chicken is better than KFC, Popeyes, and Chick-fil-A combined. Wreck me! So that's that. And nobody's piping up in the comments, so you're probably, that means you're in full agreement with me. This is captivating conversation, isn't it? Yep. Enjoy it now, because I don't know if this video is going to be left up. I did do one yesterday. I tested out a stream yesterday. Like, if you really catch it on YouTube, you would have caught it. It's like 20 seconds. I just tested the stream, see if I'd be able to do this today. And I basically said, yep, it works. And then I got rid of it. Or rather, I unlisted it or set it to private. I forget what the fuck I did, but you can't see it, but I can. So yeah, well, we're actually going through a very nice area right here. What I also like to do on my birthday is I like to go to my local casino and take a little bit of cash with me, and I play a few games, relax, unwind, and I just go to have fun. Every year, it's become a ritual for me. All right, I'm going to tell you my age now. I'm taking $42 with me because that's how old I am. I'm 42 today. Today, I am 42. 2:11 p.m. Eastern time, because my mother always reminds me. I don't know of any other parent who does that. I go to my it's like a ritual. I have I get my free Starbucks. I get my free chicken with the potato wedges because I'm also part Irish and we love potatoes. And then I go to my local casino here, and I just have fun. And another big thing for my birthday, I always make sure I take the time to I have a nice little dinner with the folks, dinner with the parents as well. It's like our yearly check-in. I mean, I see them every so often, like at holidays and whatnot, but I still keep in touch with them on a regular basis. So, they're my parents. They created me. How could I not? So yeah, I've got a lot of. I do a lot of stuff. You know, I keep it simple. I keep it very low key. I'm in my 40s now. I can't go out and do the same shit that I did when I was in my 20s. I just can't do that. Because I'm pretty sure if I did that, it would probably kill me or at least severely hurt me. This is actually a nice little drive. What we're on right now is we are on US Route 1. And the reason I like to take this road is because it's a very nice drive. It's not traveled a lot. There's very little traffic. So we go to Harford County to Paramount. So when I travel from Harford County into Cecil County, there's 3 bridges you can go across. US 40, I-95, and Route and then Route 1, which is what I'm on now. Route 1 is the only one where you go across the Susquehanna River into Cecil County where I don't have to pay a toll. So there's that. So a lot of advantages to doing that. Got a couple questions here. Do you have any plans to do comedy in Europe? Well, some people say I don't even do comedy in this country. I have no desire to go to Europe or really travel internationally, just because first off, I hate flying. It's a huge hassle. And my ancestors left there anywhere from 1 to 300 years ago, and I don't want to find out why they left. Like, they busted their asses to get here. I'm not going to dishonor them by going back. Am I missing out on stuff that by going to Europe? Maybe. Do I have any? Will I have any regrets about it? Probably. Am I going to sweat it? Yep. Iceland, hello. Tell Iceland I said hi. All right. Make it a little stop here. Make it a little stop. So this is what I'm talking about. Right here. Let me take my, very professional. Let me take my keys with me. So, there you are. This right here is home to me. Always feel at home on a Royal Farms. Better than Wawa. Oh, speaking of Wawa. Look at this. Oh! Rivals. Oh, as I almost get hit by a car. That would be great, wouldn't it? Nobody would strike me if I ever did roadkill. If I ever became a roadkill. They'd love that. So there's Wawa. Ooh. Royal Farms. Yay! Ooh. Yay! So, I'll probably getting my chicken later. I won't bore you with that now. We're going to go ahead and keep along this drive. Thought about it. I want to go have some fun. Tom, what are you doing? I don't know. We're just trying shit. We're having fun here. Just experimenting. Seeing if I like doing this. See if anybody wants to watch this. You apparently do because you're here. So, just gave you a little tour of the intersection that is big rivalry between Wawa and Royal Farms. Get your questions in now while I'm waiting to pull out of this parking lot. Safety first, everybody. Oh, should have gotten them in. Because we're on the road again. On the road again. Tom, I heard you officially endorsed. Fuck no. No, 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 no. No more white people, please. go. So yeah, it's a nice little stretch of highway we're on now. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like we are driving through what is inarguably like Trump country right now. But I enjoy living out here. A couple members of my Tom Myers versus the rest of the world panel have asked me, um, like, Tom, why don't you live in the city? Why don't you live in Baltimore? Hey, people with your beliefs are accepted here. You'll feel welcome. Like I've done comedy in Baltimore, like in cities, and I got to tell you, I like I like the green. I like the I like the peace and quiet, and I love being able to park. So that is why. That is why. It's almost like when you travel to different parts of the country, like if you're from the East Coast and you travel out west where there's a lot of deserts. Like I found this out when I traveled out there for the first time. Um, it's like being on a different planet, almost, pretty much. Like it is a different fucking vibe when you travel to a place where you are not familiar. And it's amazing some of the reactions. This woman I dated my senior year in college and the year after I graduated. There was like a couple year stretch. I dated this woman who she was like all about city life. Grew up in Baltimore City, lived there, went to school down there. Like never really traveled much outside of the city. And then like whenever she would come out to my place to stay, it would get dark, and it was especially during the summertime. She would look up at the sky, see the stars, and just be absolutely amazed by it. Like she was only half an hour outside the city, but to her it was like a different world. So, um, yeah, it just depends on one's own perspective. Should I do a light? I'll put a light on. No, I'm not going to drive into one of those. Nope, nope, nope. But I will. Here you go. There we are. This user was asking me, Tom, what are you doing? You see what I'm doing? I'm driving. Not to a gig, but just to have fun. What are you doing? Why don't you tell me in the comments what you're doing? Okay, we are coming close. Ooh, I gotta show you this. This is really neat coming up. I always found it amazing when I was a kid, and now it still astonishes me that something like this was able to be built. There's a little stretch of road here. We're in the fast lane. You're still passing me. Huh. So what we're coming up, getting ready to cross into Cecil right now, US 1. And this right here is, I've always been amazed at this kind of stuff. Like, I'm always into like engineering marvels and finding out how shit works. I think it also stems from my grandfather. He, I've mentioned this before, I think he was a aerospace engineer, worked on the Apollo space program when it was Lockheed Martin in Baltimore. Now, let me do this. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to try and turn this around. I want to see how this looks. Get that notification out of there. Get this shit off of here. All right. Oh, am I really that brainy? I, so I'm going to turn this around. Let's see. More things. Camera. Let's see if I can do this. Facing front. How's this look? There we go. There we are. Oop. There we go. So there we go. I'm learning all sorts of stuff on this little stream. I'm going to show you this because this is actually pretty neat. And I could tell you about it, and you could say, Tom, you idiot, we could Google that. But I'm going to go ahead and show you just because I really like it. Last car, we go. There we are. There we go. So this right here. Okay, this is poorly planned, but there you go. I moved it as best I could. Conowingo Dam. I'm always amazed at how stuff like this gets built, and we're going over a river right now, and obviously, we're going over a river because that's where dams are built, over the Susquehanna River. Y'all are getting a good view. I can't see the comments. Well, I get a little nervous driving around bridges, but otherwise, I would check. I got to keep my eyes on the road. Remember? So big part of our journey over the bridge to the next canny. In the next canny, at the canny, as they say here in Balmer, hon. Okay. So, okay, this is pretty neat, right? This is interesting right here. So, if you take this road, can everybody hear me? So where we are, Cecil County, used to be, I think, the world headquarters of the Ku Klux Klan. So up in these parts over here, it gets really dicey even for someone like me. So, so what I like to do is, well, in the summer, all these trees are grown in, and like at night especially, it looks very dark and ominous. So what I like to do is on this stretch of road, I like to pretend that I've pissed off someone, like I've pissed off the Grand Kleagle or whoever the head guy is at the plant, and he is sending all his minions after me. So this is what you are doing. You are joining me in pretending we are running from the Ku Klux Klan. Holy shit. We're running away from bigotry. Fuck racism. Whee! Really cool to do it if there's a car behind you. I don't know if they're still up here. I haven't seen it here yet. But for the longest time, there have been Donald Trump signs stapled to these trees. And I think, like, if you find one and you collect them and you send them in, for each, like for every other Trump sign that you send in, you get like a bottle of whatever that shit Trump sprays on his face. I think that's how that works. And if you keep doing that, into a raffle, and the prize is that you get one lucky winner gets 20 signs and executive order away someone else. Or like you get notified when ICE comes in your neighborhood and deports some of your neighbors. I think that's how that works. Yep, we are driving through. Again, I kid, but like I love driving down little roads like this. I love driving down country roads. It's nice. It's peaceful. Like I said, most of the time I have my radio on, but live streaming. This is going to YouTube. I don't want to get my channel struck. But and I'm really trying to get these watch hours up. And okay, I actually have a story about. I'm gonna tell this story I've never ever told before. I'm gonna wait until I'm able to pull over and turn this camera around before I tell it. So, all right, we're done driving through the part of the county where I pretend to run from the Ku Klux Klan. Let me pull in here a little bit. Pulling into a VFW hall. Oh, damn it! I missed steamed shrimp night. God damn it! God damn it, Tom! You know better. To steal a steel toe thing. What am I doing here? Okay. Let's do this. Facing back. Facing front. Whoops, there we are. Here I am. Okay. Did you enjoy that? Did you enjoy the There we go. Please come to Carroll County, Tom. Carroll County's not that far from me. So let's see. I'll Venmo you $5 to turn your headlight. Oh man. I've done a lot of stupid stuff in my time, but not while doing it. I see some familiar names in here. I'm not gonna dox any. Well, you can see who's in the comments. So, do you think of your next world famous jokes while driving down these peaceful roads? I'll be honest with you, they could pop into my head at any time. Like when I was driving to road gigs, I would like my brain would come up with shit like crazy, like nobody's business. But that's just different. I'm just different from everybody else. So uh, there we go. Make me look a little less creepy. Oh no, that looks worse. Oof, well, but okay, I'm gonna tell you. Like I said, I was gonna tell you this story that I never told anyone before. So I worked on political campaigns for 10 years, and on this one campaign, I was tasked with going to the opposition, like going to their events and getting an audio recording of them. There's a dirty little secret about politics. People do that kind of shit. Glad you appreciate the advice. So I'm not going to name which candidate I did it for. Suffice to say, it was a pretty high up campaign in Maryland politics, and I was the guy to do stuff like that. And no guesses as to whether my candidate won or not, because that would be I don't want to mention which candidate it is. I don't want to get them. I don't want to get that candidate in trouble. So, but yeah, I would go to various events and do that for my candidate, for my peeps. I help my peeps out. And you know what we're coming up on? I'm not going to name which candidate I did that for. Not on a live stream. But I will show you the venue where I had my last drop of alcohol. We are going right past that. Holy fuck. Yes. Yes. Let's do this. We almost cracked 20 people on this stream. Yes. Ooh. Okay, someone wanted to cross the street, but I guess not. Okay. I think it's actually around here somewhere. Let me look it up actually. Any chance for a show in Michigan? Obviously, if the money's good, I mean, I'll do it. Like, I'm not gonna go just to go. I mean, I'm doing this to try to like make money. So, like my days of driving to gigs for shit pay are over. Actually, we might be here now. Hang on. This isn't where I was originally gonna go, but I had a thought. Oh, this might be it. Yes, this is it. I was afraid I was going to have to look it up. So, where we're pulling into now, this is some uh, this is some Tom Myers lore. It is very, very spooky, as the lighting here shows. So, all right, I think this is it. Let me look it up. Hang on. So there used to be a venue called the Susky River Grill. It's here in Port Deposit, which is where I am now. And I think I am in that spot. I am. Oh, shit. Okay. Yep, we're here. We are at the venue. This is the venue that got me to quit drinking. We are gonna, yep. I want to watch that later. Who else is live right now? Nobody I follow. Holy shit, I've done almost an hour. Wow. I think it took that long to get up here. Anyway, well, I'm going to, let's do this. So we are outside right now. I believe this is in close proximity to the old Susky River Grill. And thank you for the birthday wishes again. And this is where I'm trying to find exactly where it is, because it's been like maybe when I quit drinking 2011, I was back up here in 2012. It's been like it's been 10 years at least since I've been here. And yep, I think this is the venue right here. This is the old Susky River Grill, Port Deposit, Maryland. Changed its name recently. It's a really nice area too, like especially if you have a boat, you're right on the Susquehanna River. So people could just drive up and drive a boat, steer a boat, pilot a boat. They can do something with a boat. I'm gonna go in Earl Skakel. They can do something on a boat. Hello. But yeah, there we are. You see, I don't know if you can see the bridge there right behind me. That's 90. That's I-95, 40, and the Amtrak goes over there at one point. So it's right out here. And well, in the summer, obviously, this place is happening. It's a hopping place right here because you got your. Hey, go kick sand. There. But it's right around here. I've told the story a few times on some podcasts where I just got done my set. It was great. Of course, I had a bit of a buzz on, and I don't know where it is. They may have reconfigured it. They may have remodeled it, or they may have changed where the entrances are. But then again, my brain is fucked up by alcohol, so that probably factored into it. It is some hot content because I'm freezing my balls off right now. I think it may have been around here, actually. I was coming outside just to get some air. December 30th, 2011. It was the very last drop of alcohol that I ever had. And I come out there just to get some air. And there was this drunk was out here. and I think he was trying to like fight me or something, or he wanted to make life very, very unpleasant for me. And like right as he was getting ready to take a swing, I thought to myself, "Oh shit, what am I going to do?" He got dizzy and just collapsed to the ground. And I think he slept it off there or something. I don't know. I don't want to spend too long because he might still be sleeping here. He might be waking up from his nap. Hey, you're that asshole who was on stage. I wanted to fight. So like that happened. And I thought to myself, this is a good note on which to leave the show. I got to look up that term, aftertouch. Well, I'm glad you stopped by to say hi. He knew better. I don't think so, because as much as people drink around here, especially, they don't know better. So that did make me want to quit drinking, actually. Yeah. So, I went in after that happened. I said my goodbyes and left. And I woke up the next morning feeling like crap. It was New Year's Eve 2011, and I just said to myself, "That's it. That's it. I'm done. I I can't do this shit anymore." Um, and I've hadn't had a drop since. 13 years and 30 days ago. Because today's the 29th. My birthday. Did I mention that? Of course I did. It's in the fucking title of this stream. So I'll get back in here. The rest of my little journey. First, I gotta check on something. Hang on. I gotta check on something. Okay. All right. Some deep Tom Myers lore right there. Indeed. You are what Hemingway would have grown to become had he possessed the courage to abandon the bottle. I make no claims about that. I make no claims. So let's see. Oh, okay. Yep, I've made it. I've made it. Ooh, can't do that. So yeah. Oh, complete. It's your claim. You made it. You doesn't drink, so you just do bong hit transplants. So people ask me how I came up with that joke, and honestly, I don't know. Like I was drinking heavily at the time when I came up with that. I came up with some really weird shit while I was on the booze, while I was on the sauce, as it were. And so, what you call it? So I think in order for me to understand why I wrote that joke, I would have to drink again. And I really don't want to do that. Well, if he has better numbers, it's probably because he streams more than I do. This is literally my first stream. So actually, I got to send a message to someone. Hang on. Oh, I gotta pull over. I just had a thought. All right. We're gonna be feisty. All right. Hang on. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm doing. Suffice to say, let's do this. And here we are, doing a little trolling. Is it your birthday plans? Meeting up with friends later? Um, my birthday plans are my plans. No, it's just I don't really hang out with friends anymore because a lot of my friends still booze and drink and whatnot. I don't. I'm not into that. I don't do that. Still better than a race. No, I mean that's not hard, to be fair. But I'm glad so many people are watching right now. Wink, wink. So, but yeah, this is all just. I don't necessarily know that I'll keep doing this. Like I said, where are you going? Well, if you tuned in to the beginning, you came in late. I'm teasing. I'm headed to my favorite. I'm headed to my favorite casino right now. And like I said, it's a big thing I do on my birthday. I go and I take a little bit of cash with me, and I go enjoy myself. So you would tune into every Tom Myers stream, I would get tired of listening. I get tired of listening to myself talk. Oh, if he's saying you hear his audience is suffering. Oh, goodness. No, we're not stopping at McDonald's. Only place we're getting chicken today is Royal Farms, because that's my store. Go Royal Farms. Fuck Wawa. Although if there's a Sheets, Sheets is better than Wawa. But like I said, Rofo, that is my store. That is my store. So, hey, I'm glad he's sniping. I'm glad. He likes me. He really, really likes me. So, I did a little bit of trolling. We'll see if it works. We'll see if it works. He did he? Well, I'll let him tell me that I'll let him tell me that to my face in person. How about that? Because anybody, and I mean anybody, to say what they want to say to my face while I'm standing right there, they got to do it behind a fucking computer screen and then boot me out of the fucking StreamYard room. That is not someone with whom I want to deal. Best birthday I ever had? Probably my 21st birthday. Um, so, like, the ritual for my birthday was to go out to dinner with my parents. And it's still a ritual. I still do that. And you're a teenager, doing shit with your parents isn't cool. But then when you get older and you get to go to college and you soon become an adult, you think, oh shit, these are people who are paying for everything. Oh damn. So I take advantage of it. And being a road comic for 10 years, if someone offers to give you free food, you take it. So I always, plus it's fun as well. I like my parents. I get along. What was my college major? History. Dr. Chow in the house. You're tuning in late, brother. We're here. We're where I wanted to go. But thank you for stopping by. So, okay, I got sidetracked. Talking parents. So, like I said, my 21st birthday was my favorite birthday. It was the first time I got to legally drink at dinner. Uh, and right after that dinner, I was in rehearsals for a play because I did theater stuff in college. I didn't major or minor in that. That was just something fun to do. And I think I was in the process of doing our adaptation of the Jean-Paul Sartre play No Exit. I was the lead role, the male lead. I was on stage for 96 minutes without a break and had to memorize a shit ton of lines, which is a lot of work, which I'm still amazed I was able to do. So I think like my 21st birthday was my favorite birthday, not for any real special reason, but was because like it was the first time like I could drink. This is before I realized it was a problem. I mean, none of my birthdays stand out in particular, but like everybody remembers their 21st birthday because that's when you can get legit fucked up. So wow, I did an hour and 15 minutes. I'm tired. So well, my friends, we have come to the end of the stream. So I'm here. I'm here. Got a little ritual here. I got my, again, 42 bucks because I'm 42 years old. Take all their money, but not so much that you have to be. That does scare the shit out of me. That does. Like I wonder if casinos, I've never actually had that happen. Like I've won money, not a lot, but I have won money. And it was just like grocery money and whatnot, basically. Like it wasn't much. I never hit any big like jackpots or anything like that. Uh, well, thank you for all the birthday wishes. Uh, so what I do, I have this. This is going to sound really dumb. This penny, I won some big money on a scratch off one time, scratching at this penny. So I keep it with me. So please get a hooker instead would be a less. It's I can't deal with all the maintenance. So actually, you know what? Let me come out here. I don't get out into the light. So all right. This penny right here, I take this in with me. A little bit of good luck. Oh, the shirt doesn't have a pocket. Fuck. All right. Doing that to you. There we go. So there we go. So I got that. I got my Kazash and ooh, better get my player's card. I've got a stack of players cards this thick. I'll show you. Hang on. No, shut the fuck up. Thank you. Telling my truck to shut up is the most reliable thing I've ever owned. Uh-oh. Yeah. Think how much you could win in AC. Where'd it go? Here. There we are. So I have stack. This is every single player, like just about every single casino I've ever visited, and this is from going on the road and whatnot. Like right here, this one is definitely a collector's item. Speaking of AC, look. Oh no, Tom owns Trump merchandise. Ah! Well, I won money at that casino, so I like to think I'm the reason that Donald Trump went broke. Actually, for that amount of money, I could get 5 Maryland hookers. So shows what you know about Maryland. On peace, and thank you for tuning in. So, all right. So look, I got my money. I got my lucky penny. I'm not going to stream inside the casino because I don't think they allow that stuff. Well, maybe they might not, but I want to focus on having a good time. And I had an excellent time. I had a wonderful time with all y'all. So there's no inflation in the listen, everybody needs to make money. It's like, you know what? I'm going to start raising money on, like, if anybody wants to get me anywhere. Oh, wow. I could just put chats up. Hang on. Wow. There we go. Holy shit. That's how that works. I didn't know that. I could, yes. So, alrighty. So we are. Did you really? Whoa! Holy shit, you sure did. Thank you. Oh, wow. Thank you very much. I don't want to dox anybody, so I'm not going to give out people's real names, but thank you and thank you. Y'all know who you are. Well, I hope you do have good luck because you caught this stream. If you're near a casino, go there because you caught this stream. So, all right, everybody. Myers out. Peace out. Lots of love, everybody. Okay. So I had not planned on streaming today, but such is the case. You know, shit happens. We deal with it. And, that's just how things go sometimes. So I am going to be streaming here just to update you as to what's been going on in the life of Tommy Two Mize, Tom Myers, the Ed Myers maniac in charge. I know, and it does have something to do with the fact that I have the cat with me. I have Moki with me. If you've just heard him meowing, so let me see if I can't show you this because this is kind of neat. So, whoop, I didn't want to do that. There we go. I'm a dummy. Um, Camera facing front. Let's do facing back. There we go. Your good utility folks hard at work here at Casa de Myers. So what happened, and I'm going to pop a window open for Mochi here. So what happened was we had a little bit of a windstorm here yesterday, or 2 days ago, rather. Or was it yesterday? No, it was yesterday. Time just flies by when you're having fun. So there is basically what happened was there's that little wire right down there. Is that little wire right down there, Vern? Basically, the wind came by yesterday afternoon and fucked up a whole bunch of trees and shit. And yeah, we got here. It's all right. Thank you. Got it. What? It would have been funny for all 6 people watching my stream right now if I'd have been crushed by that bucket. So basically, yeah, the wind came down, fucked up a bunch of trees, and so it looks like they told us earlier that our power would be restored by 3:30 today. But 3:30 came and went, so I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna get a hotel room, stay a couple nights, and take the cat with me because I had never, ever, ever done a show or traveled anywhere without taking Buddy with me since I had him. So, here we go. Ask the Hi, Dr. Chow. Wait a minute. Can I hang on? There we go. Ask them if they know. Chow! Chow! The trees of the power lines of my neighborhood got vetoed. Damn it! Meant to pull this one up first. Afternoon, Tom. Afternoon, Chow. Hope you and Mrs. Chow and the little Chowlets, if there are any, are well. So, yeah. So I had a very interesting. It was a very interesting couple of days. Long story short, the BGE, which is Baltimore Gas and Electric, told us that okay, power. We don't know when power is going to be restored because Mochi wants to be on stream. Basically, they told us that they didn't know when power is going to get restored, just because I am going to a hotel, Dr. Chow. Yes. Spoiler alert: Tommy is checking into a hotel, and he's checking into one that is pet friendly. Which is why if you may hear some background noise, that is Mochi, the cat that I adopted 1 day shy of 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago tomorrow, I adopted Mochi, and such is the case, got to do these things. So, long story short, wind comes by, fucks up everything as it does. It's basically, they said that there were wind gusts that top up to 50, went up above 50 miles an hour, going up to 59 miles in the Baltimore area in some instances. And that's pretty much because I'm a bit of a weather geek. Like if storms and natural disasters are happening anywhere in the country, like my TV is permanently tuned to the Weather Channel so I can watch this stuff. And so I know that like wind gusts in the 50s, that is that's like tropical storm force winds. So basically, we had like a brief moment where it felt like a tropical storm here, but no rain. And because it is the middle of February in the mid-Atlantic, it is cold as fuck. So, yeah. So temperatures getting into the 20s tonight and in the teens tomorrow night. No electricity, no way to heat Casa de Myers. That is no fun. So, he's not having a good time, Miles. He's not. Uh, by the way, I don't hate to do this. Why? Because I'm a comedian. We have no scruples. Go ahead and shoot me a Venmo if you feel generous, if you feel contributing. That's right. Where hell is it? Right here. Tom_Myers. So it was. I actually had a good night's sleep last night, despite the fact that I basically had no heat. I had no heat, and I'm the type where I like to be swaddled in blankets. So being under a whole bunch of covers is no issue for me. I was staying warm. Believe it or not, I was pretty warm. Like I was doing okay. Um, I was doing okay last night. Like I was able to get a pretty decent night's sleep. It was when I woke up in the morning that I felt like just chilly, like a little chillier than normal, which is strange because you think, the sun would be out. It would warm things up, but not where I was sleeping apparently. So, so I kept getting these updates from the utility company. Hey, your power is going to be restored at 3:30 in the afternoon today. Okay, we had to delay it. Okay, now the estimated time is at 3:30. Okay, now we're delaying it again. Okay, now we're at 3:30, and then 3:30 came and went, and they said we don't know when your power is going to be restored. So that was when I decided, fuck it, I am going to evacuate Casa de Myers, hence the name of the stream, windstorm / evacuation stream. It's a little pop up I decided to do, and you know, it is what it is. I checked the hotel is pet friendly. Uh, that's of little comfort to Moki right now. So, how are you, Fernum? Fernum, great to see you on here. Hope you're doing well. Hope whatever little issue you got, you're kicking its ass. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I might stream all the way to the hotel. I don't know. I might get bored with this shit. Uh, Shut it off and say either delete it or just, make the stream private or just like kill it all together. Make no, leave no evidence of this stream behind. If I'm on a red light, actually, uh, I do want to thank some people who contributed some funds during my last stream, my birthday stream. Uh, they were, as the expression goes, buzzer beaters. So I do have to thank some people. Get that out of there. Um, Luke on my birthday contributed $25 via my Venmo. Tom_Myers and Nate contributed $3. So that actually put me up ahead because if you remember that stream, I decided to go to the casino, which I usually do for my birthday. I took $42 with me because I turned 42 and like I only lost like I played like all the money. I only ended up down $17 from the 42 that I took in. So 28, I finished up $11. So Nico, I did not see your question. I am kind of driving right now, so I basically decided to do this at the last minute. I threw together a bunch of shit. So it's like I had to get my stuff together. Then I had to get Mochi's stuff together. Like I packed some stuff that I felt he was going to need. And then I had to get Mochi together. So I got all of our shit, put it in the back of my truck, and uh, then I had to gather Mochi, put him in his carrier, which took a couple minutes. As you can tell by the sound, he clearly doesn't like it. And, you know, that's the way things go. So my mind's kind of focused on other things at the moment. I tell you what, though, if you send a Venmo, if you're kind enough to send a Venmo, I might, when I am able, either pull over or at a red light, stop to take a look at that question. But right now, I don't even need these. Right now, I'm just unexpectedly on the road. On the road. So, aside from that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play? Yeah, so, but yeah, it's been an amazing past couple days. It's been an amazing week, actually. Uh, so if you are a regular viewer to Tom Myers versus the rest of the world, you would know last week we had the great Earl Skakel on. He came on my show. It was his first time on the show. Uh, I hope he enjoyed himself. He told me he did. He mentioned on his stream that he did. And Earl to me does not seem like the type of guy who's a phony. So I like to think he enjoyed himself. I hope I'm not talking out of school, but I'll either probably delete the stream or make it private or whatever. I haven't decided yet. But Earl said that my show was like Gutfeld, but funny. This was off camera. So, uh, it's like anytime you have a first timer on a show, like when I have a first timer on my show, I'm always worried like how I'm going to come off, how the show's going to be. Uh, you know, but thankfully, like I haven't had any major complaints about my show, at least none that have been brought to my attention, publicly by guests and whatnot. I mean, you have odd listeners, you have trolls and whatnot, but the guests who come on and who sit there and who put up with me, put up with the various topics that I want to discuss, uh, to hear validation like that, it does my heart good to hear stuff like that. So. And like Earl is like he's a working comic, like he's a regular at the Comedy Store, which has as Dangerfields in New York closed during the pandemic, I think that is the longest running comedy club in the country. So hit the like button, everybody. Like and subscribe. Well, if you're watching this shit, you're probably already subscribed. So uh, tell everybody you know to subscribe. And if you hate me, tell everybody you hate to subscribe. Because that way we can probably talk some shit about you. Oh. So, how you doing, Moch? Mochi. Seems to have moments where he pipes up every now and then. So, but yes, if you're just joining us, windstorm fucked up the trees in front of my house. There was some downed power lines in front of my house, so of course I have no electricity. As we saw earlier in the stream, the power company trucks were out front uh, doing stuff to them. Maybe they were like cleaning up the utility lines so they could cut trees to get the trees cut out of the way, uh, so that they could come back and fully restore power later, fix it. Maybe I'll have power back tonight, in which case, you know, um, this is basically a business trip I'm taking right now. To whoever is asking in the chat. So, Burnham, York County, we are practically neighbors, nearly neighboring counties. I live in, well, I think if you haven't lost power yet, if you haven't, like the wind stuff, I think is done for now. So if you haven't lost power by now, you're good. Which, given all the shit you're going through now, power outage would really fuck shit up. So, where are we going? Well, to quote Felicia Gillespie, we are going to parts unknown. I'm not going to dox myself. I'm not going to say which hotel I'm going. Basically, you're all going to play a game called Where's Tommy? Where is Tommy Two Myers? Where's Tom Myers? Ooh. Big stuff just fell down over here. Ooh. Not too much damage going on. So, but yes, if you're just joining us, I don't necessarily know if I call this an evacuation. I think I wrote evacuation because I thought that would sound dramatic. And I put it in all caps just because I thought it would be hilarious to do. I don't know. So to answer your question, Fernum, not to dox myself, but I am definitely in one of the northernmost counties of Maryland. I think York County is right next to Baltimore County, which is, I think I might be in Baltimore County now. Wouldn't you like to know where I'm at? I'm in my truck. I'm in my truck with a cat. And the cat is none too happy. Damn it. Nico just doxed me. I am in Serbia. Fuck! So, I have performed at the Comedy Zone in Harrisburg. I have taken the stage. Not on any official show, but they run a pretty kick-ass open mic there. And a lot of people shit on comics who do open mics, and a lot of comics shit on open mics. But, there's the benefit of just doing the stuff to see if it works. And the cat's distracted me. It's okay, Moji. It's all right. Moji's not too happy. But yes, I believe it or not, I'm one of the few comics who I actually like going to open mics. I enjoy them. I have fun with them. I love watching some comics I'd never seen before, and I also like watching comedians I know, and watching comedians I know try and work out new shit. The one drawback is that a lot of open mics, the ones that are mostly comics, they're not into it because they're busy focused on their own shit. As soon as they're done, they leave. But the best ones that are well run, are the ones where Like you get an audience, you have comedians, they stay. The comedians are part of the audience, and even if a lot of the audience isn't there to do comedy, if the audience are not comics. A classic example is a room I will do called Home Slice. I posted from there before. Home Slice it's a pizza place in Columbia, Maryland, Howard County. It's halfway between Baltimore and DC. And it's run by my good friends Walter Gottlieb, Sandy Bernstein. And they sort of adopted a dat fan rule of like if you're a comedian, you stay the entire show. Don't heckle the other comedians, obviously. And you show up. Basically, you respect the other comics. You respect the room. Don't be a dick. I mean, it's believe it or not, when you set those parameters, it's a lot more fun that way. And a lot of people say, "Oh, what about we'll just have fun?" Like it's a lot more fun. Like once you set parameters like that, then once you set rules, once you set guidelines, once you say, "Hey, fuckers, here's what you got to do," then to me it just makes a nicer room. And then the open mic is not that much of a nightmare scenario. So numbers just jumped up a tad. So if you're just joining us, I am evacuating from Casa de Myers. Long story short, windstorm fucked up some trees, fucked up some power lines in front of my house. Some are left on the road. Don't know when I'm getting power back, so I'm going to spend tonight, maybe tomorrow night, in a in a hotel. So I will let you know, Fern. I mean, the best way to reach out to me is via my Instagram. So that's the best way to get a hold of me. Nico, if you Venmo me, I will answer that question. What do I think? I want to do the Earl. I want to do the Earl Skakel rule, but I'm sort of like I'm new to streaming, so let's see. You want to dabble? You want me to answer Dabbleverse questions? I can't do super chats on here yet, obviously. The Dabbleverse questions, $5. Any questions about Cumtown or Adam Friedland show, $10. Venmo me, and I will. Right there, I'll answer your question. I'll even bring up your question as well. I finally learned how to do this shit. So let me do my Earl impression. Dabbleverse questions, $5. Anything about Nick Mullen or Adam Freeland to come down, $10. Because I'll do anything for $10, and I'll take anything for $10. Hello. It's got a good question. No, I never talked to Trevor Moore, unfortunately. I heard he was a fan of mine, but well, I take that back. I never talked to him, but I did reach out on social media. I think I saw a podcast he did where he said some very nice things about me, and I just wanted to reach out and say, hey, thanks. Like I've done that before, where if people stick up for me or whatnot, because it doesn't happen a lot in the world of streaming. I'll go out and reach out and say myself to bed, say, hey, thanks a bunch. So I know that, well, I can dox people. I think like Blind Mike of the Blind Mike Project. He stuck up for me once when I was during a beef, and then who did I thank recently? Uh, God, I can't remember when I end the stream. I was in traffic right now. Believe it or not, it is great. I'm taking these back roads to get to where I want to go. So once I get to where I want to go, uh, you know, traffic will pick up because I am going to a very heavily populated area. So, well, you know what, Felix? I'm happy I'm number one at something. We all got to be number one at something. And if it's number one being the most hated person on the internet, you know what? Fucking bring it on. I'm the most hated person on the internet. Guess what? I could run for president in 2028. I have run for office before, but not El Presidente. Big fans, bigger haters. You know what? I mean, it's like, listen, as long as people are watching, and if my watch hours go up, then I'm cool with it. I've actually have mixed feelings about that. Um, so I was thinking, and I've been mulling this over in my head uh, for the last, I'd say, couple of weeks, especially since the whole since getting since being booted off of a podcast I done from here. So, like, if I get monetized, right, which would be great, then like I could do the super chats, I could do the memberships and all. So from what I understand, it's a nightmare. Like YouTube takes a cut and everything. So, but if I do like this, like if I just sit here and bullshit with you, put my Venmo up and say, "Hey, Venmo me," if I do like a little bit, answer questions and demand something from people in order to answer said questions. Then if it's like through Venmo doesn't take anything, and I get the money immediately. So, uh, but yeah, yes, hit the like button. Thank you, Felix. Thank you so much, Felix. Hit that like button. All right, come on, OG, behave yourselves. Come on. Driving and streaming illegal? I mean, I don't think so. Like if I was holding the phone, certainly. Let's see. Who was worse to sit next to on Gomez's podcast, Random or Tim Dillon? Uh, well, at the time, I'm going to say Mark Random because Tim Dillon was actually very podcast and after the podcast, and college social, and I think uh, I kept trolling him on social media, and I think he got sick of it, so he ended up blocking me. Which, um, he blocked me, and Mike Racine ended up blocking me on Twitter. Now, Tim Dillon's blocked me everywhere, but I'm off the Elon Musk site, so I don't really give a shit about that. But Racine and I think still follow each other on Instagram, so I'll go ahead and uh, razz him every now and then. You're curious as to the smell of each. I don't smell other men, OG Griggs. OG Gigs. Gigs or Griggs? I don't pay too close attention. Everybody blocked you, Felix? Oh. What kind of trouble are you getting into, huh? What kind of trouble are you getting into? I am driving safely, guy. Thank you. Thank you for your concern. Ochi's telling me to drive safely as well. So, when are we going to see bong hit transplant? When are we going to see bong hit transplant too? See, the thing with that bit, and it's not that I'm necessarily ashamed of it, but I was drinking heavily when I wrote it. So, like, if I want to figure, if you want to, like, if you want me to figure out want me to explain that bit, like, I'd probably have to go back to drinking again. And I've got 13 years under my belt. Then, I don't want to fuck that up just to figure out one joke. She blocked you today? Well, you must have done something. You must have done something if she blocked you. Okay, Mr. Maines, we don't need that kind of talking here. Come on, children are watching this stream, but no, they're not. But we do need to slow down a little bit. Tom, please don't YouTube while driving. Come on, hands-free device. Hands-free device. Because that is how I roll. That is how I roll. That is how I roll. I mean, well, compliments are like anything, like any comment's subjective. Really, everything is in the eye of the beholder. Like I've made jokes, and like they've been taken completely like out of context. Like just harmless little comments, but people get offended by shit, and the cat's name is Mochi. 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 Mr. Maines, we don't need to start. I don't want to start World War III on my stream. All right, let's not do that. We are almost at the hotel. We are almost there. So I might end this stream. Oh, thank you. Probably end this stream in a couple minutes. Yeah, I'm not going to try and beat this light. Double bed. I'm bringing Mochi's bed. Well, I mean, here's the thing, Thunderdog. I want to stream if I have something to say. And if I just come on and do, well, I mean, what the fuck am I doing right now? I'm talking about streaming stuff. Like I don't want to go on like every day or every week if I have nothing to say, basically. So uh, yeah, I'll be wrapping up shortly. So I'll probably end it right now. Last chance to get your Venmos in. Want me to give you some shout outs? I think this is where I turn. Yes. Well, if not, I'm going to find out the hard way. Can you do a Q&A? It's kind of what I'm doing right now, but it is difficult when you're streaming. It's a little bit difficult. Royal Farms is my convenience stop, OG Gigs. Cannot beat the Rofo. So, all right. We did it. We arrived at the hotel, and Mochi will be relieved. No, the Lexus is in the shop. The Lexus is always in the shop. So, all right. Actually, I'm going to end this stream now. So, stay safe. Take care of each other. Peace out. Lots of love, everybody. Thank you. I'll do buzzer beaters on the next stream.
Good morning, everybody. Can everybody hear me? Whoa, yep, they can. All right. See what we got here. I see a few familiar names in here. Dr. Chow, Stella B. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am streaming here. I'm still streaming here from the hotel. And yeah, so I am still in evacuation mode, you might say, although I probably shouldn't call it. But it was a self-imposed evacuation. So let me see. So we did have before we go ahead and get started, I did have a little did have a buzzer beater. Buzzer beater. I got it this morning. I got to get these on. Always prepare before I do a stream in the morning. So Mint Diggity sent me a $100 Venmo this morning. That was a nice little thing to wake up to, so thank you very much. And I got a little banner for that. I'm still there. We go. Put a little scroll on there. See, I'm still learning StreamYard. I'm still working this shit, as you can tell by my dropping numbers. Let's see what we got here. All right. So I'm probably not going to stay on here for long. Just a little update. You saw my stream yesterday. Um, in short, there was some a little bit of wind damage. A little bit of wind damage outside the. I'm gonna not look at the chat for a moment because I get distracted easily. So my power got knocked out as a result of the wind, and here in Maryland at the moment, uh, it is of course uh, very cold. Like it is in the low 20s, and no electricity means no heat, which means I would have completely frozen my ass off had I stayed. Like I said, the first night was all right because it was still reasonably warm uh, at home, and I like to be swaddled in blankets. So I find that I generally find that very comforting. But the second day, as I realized, okay, the notices started coming. Okay, we'll have your power restored by 3:30 in the afternoon. Then they sent another notice saying we'll have to delay it because I mean, you saw if you saw the stream from yesterday, there was like a tree down over one line, and there were power lines on the road. It just wasn't safe to be around. So I thought, okay, I might be without electricity for a few days. Um, I might have to do something with the podcast with Tom Myers versus the rest of the world. That would suck, obviously. If I couldn't do the show, well, it might suck for me, maybe not for the rest of you, but it's something I still enjoy doing. It's an avenue for my creativity. It's the kind of show I want to do, whatever. So I decided to do my self-imposed evacuation. It was not mandatory, but I figure I would rather go ahead and use my resources. I had got myself a hotel room. I'm going to be here for stayed here last night. I'm going to be here tonight, and then I'll go back home because I just got a notice. I now have electricity at my house. So, um, and I got to say, my neighbors are very good looking out for me. One of them came by and did a little something with my generator because I tried turning on my generator um, a couple nights ago as soon as I lost power, and something was up. Turns out it was fine. It was like a battery or some dumb shit with that. I don't know. I'm not a mechanical person. I don't know how this shit works. So as soon as my neighbor got the generator working, boom, my lights came on, and this happened late last night. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna go home. I'm going to get a couple more things that I need. I'm probably gonna record my show there at my home studio because I have the electricity. I just need to get it set up, and then I'll probably come back down here to the the hotel and do my editing, do everything because it's like, look, I paid for the room for 2 nights. I'm gonna use both nights. All right, because I'm gonna be in a position where I get to have someone else clean my shit up for me. So that's the plan. I'm okay. The house is okay. The big concern I had with the electricity going off is that if it gets too cold, the pipes tend to freeze and then they burst, and it just is a huge hassle trying to clean up. So I'm glad all that's taken care of, so I can go ahead. I'm gonna go to the house, check on some things, and then I'll come back. We'll record the show, record Tom Myers versus the rest of the world, and then I'll go ahead and um, come down here, edit, check in with everybody. So um, I'll go ahead and get to some of your comments as well. So, oh, what's the evac for? Yeah, basically it was the windstorm. Didn't feel like staying home. Uh, yes, Eric, it was crazy on Sunday. 20-mile-an-hour winds. Same where you are, Stella. Yes, we are practically neighbors. Um, like I said yesterday, the winds in some places reached up to like in the 50s, like 50 and 59 miles an hour. So the gusts, like I said yesterday, I'm a bit of a Weather Channel nerd, as in if there's like a major event like a hurricane or something that happens, I my my TV is on Weather Channel 24/7 because I love I love watching that stuff. It's like a movie. You're on the edge of your seat. It's like a live action film. You're riveted. It's like a live action mini series pretty much. So I learned that basically that what we had was, it was like a mini tropical storm. It was like a tropical storm without rain. And I heard um, Lawrence O'Donnell on MSNBC, because he has a house out in Los Angeles. He was talking about the fires. It was basically a hurricane with no rain because you had the winds, push Santa Ana winds, they start the fires. And so, yeah, that was about it. Yes, Mint Diggity. Thank you for your concern. I probably should consider not streaming and driving. My only thing is I find I'm a better conversationalist while I'm on the road. Um, like yesterday, I did what I could. Like I waited till I was at a stoplight, or I would probably pull over. Um, and then I could read and check messages. So there was that. So last night, I don't know if you caught my social media. I am the type where I need the things to be a certain way before I sleep. And the room next to mine, I don't know if I was at a if there was like a party next door or a loud conversation, or if the TV was up too loud, but the volume levels went up, they went down. So I did the thing where I basically I narked on my neighbor. Like but it was late at night. It was like 10:30. I called the front desk. I said, "Hey, my neighbors being loud. Would you mind just checking to see?" And if they said, "Yeah, sure." So I videoed myself making the call, um, and it and I kept it on while I was waiting for like something to happen. I had someone to come up and say something. Well, the phone rings in the room next door, and then whatever noise stops. Turns out it was just they was watching TV. The volume was up loud, and right after they called him, they shut the TV off. So that was uh, that problem solved. So I went ahead and got the whole thing on video. I have it saved to my laptop now. I'm not wondering if I should go ahead and just release the video or just like edit it because it's an 8-minute video. You know what? I don't care, Gravy. It's like, look, I'm 42, and like I said, I'm lately I found that I've been doing stuff that I never thought I would do. Like like yesterday when I came down to the hotel, this was the first time I found myself traveling with a pet. Like I'd never done that. Like I had dogs as a kid growing up, but we always put them in kennels whenever we went on vacations. Um, some of you know I documented this very much recently. I had a cat for uh, 16 and a half years, uh, Buddy. I've never had to do this with him, and so I ended up he had to put him down a couple weeks ago, unfortunately. And so now my new boy Mochi, um, like he's had a very interesting he's had a very interesting I'd definitely say month and a half or so. So he was at this home. It was apparently like a married couple, or it was just the common law couple, maybe I don't know. Whatever the case may be, the couple split up, and none of them were neither person was able to keep Mochi. So gave him to a shelter. This was up in New Freedom, Pennsylvania, and the uh, the shelter there sent him to a place in Bel Air, which is where I ended up adopting him. And in the intervening time, there was a snowstorm. Mochi was fostered out to one of the volunteers for this shelter. So, and then back to the pet store. I adopted him. I took him home, and then I was going to wait a few weeks just to let him get acclimated to the house before I took him to the vet. And hi, Cameron. And lost my train of thought. Okay, so lo and behold, like a week before I'm supposed to take him to the vet, windstorm happens, power gets knocked out. The first night I'm okay because it's still reasonably warm. The cat snuggles in the bed with me. Like he's been doing that just about every single day uh since I got him. So uh and then I think it was yesterday when that 3:30 market passed, I realized my electricity wasn't coming back. I thought to myself, okay, this would probably be a good time to, you know, I it's basically like I packed in, I did the stuff in three phases. I packed my stuff, I packed Mochi stuff, got everything out to my truck. And then the very last thing I did was I packed Mochi. Took a couple times, got him in his carrier, and he meowed the whole way down. I won't tell you how long the drive is because I'm not going to dox myself. Needless to say, in a very nice hotel. Wow, someone's doing well. And so here I am. Like I said, I got a good night's sleep last night. It was nice to sleep not all bundled up, not wearing uh, three hoodies. It was awesome. I got to turn on heat last night, which feels like a novelty at this point after sleeping in what were basically very primitive conditions. Um, and yeah, so that's the plan. If you're just joining us, welcome. My self-imposed evacuation from Casa de Myers, and I'm here staying in a hotel for the next couple nights. And like I said, um, I did get a very nice donation from Mint Diggity. Thank you very much for the concern. Yes, I did hear about. I have heard about what happened. I haven't actually said anything. I haven't actually seen. I haven't actually seen it, so I can't really. I don't like to comment on stuff that I don't see. I'm not like most streamers. I try and talk about. I try and know what I'm talking about before I actually talk about it. So, Mint Diggity, thank you very much for the $100 via Venmo. Don't stream and drive. Happy birthday. Thank you. My birthday was January 29th, but it's $100, so I'll take it. So, thank you very much. If you do want to go ahead and donate, my Venmo is right there, Tom_Myers. Uh, if you feel like contributing, just to be generous, fine. Awesome, cool. If you feel like helping, offset the costs of my stay, yes, better late than never. Oh yes. Um, like I said, if you feel like helping me offset the cost of this hotel stay, I mean it's all tax deductible because I am actually getting some work done here, which is nice. I find the change of surroundings helps as well. So, um, and I don't know. I'm gonna see if someone can join us while we're waiting. Let's see. I'm gonna see if this will be epic if this person can join. They usually do respond. So shout out to some people I do recognize in here. Dr. Chow, thank you so much for joining us. If you're still in here, I know people tend to hop in and hop out. Stella B, the DMV zone, fellow DMVer. I won't dox you, but also I might as well put this up. If you do feel like following me, not just on here, but if you want to go ahead and follow my Instagram because I post a lot of stuff on there. I haven't really done a lot of streams, as you can see, as you can tell. that's the Instagram right there. Go ahead and follow that. Whoops. I didn't want to do that. You dummy. Okay, here we go. So this person can join. Oh, this will be awesome. This will I don't know if it'll break the internet, but okay. Copy, paste. Now I haven't actually actually let me update my ticker real quick. That's why and Stella, I know you were asking like what I could do to get monetization. I mean, I need the watch hours. That's the crucial thing. But I've come to realize over the last few weeks and my recent experience on a podcast, I shall not name, but everyone knows it, just made me realize that if I get monetized, I accept super chats, then YouTube takes their cut. Just from what I hear, and you have to wait like a long time to do it to even get the money. Whereas Venmo, it's instantaneous like that. And from what I've heard, because there's all sorts of stuff bandied about, like all sorts of whispers and rumors and whatnot. Um, is he coming on? Okay, the link's been sent. So it's like, okay, I could get monetized. I could accept like super chats and put them on, but I'm like, you know what? I might just like do this, just accept Venmos because Venmos I get it all and nobody takes a cut. Like Mint Diggity, very generous with his $100 Venmo. How much would YouTube take? I don't know. I don't know. Get super. Then I can have all your credit card information. Allegedly. Allegedly. For legal reasons, I have to say that's not true. That is not true. So, okay. All right. He's in the waiting room. He's backstage. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone knows him. If you don't love him, shame on you. The one, the only. Big round of applause for Jake Hudson,
Jacob. Hey,
everybody.
what's up, Tom? How you doing, brother?
Doing all right, man. Listen, I am returning the
Uh-oh.
favor. I'm returning the favor. You were nice enough to have me
Yeah,
on your stream, so
yeah,
why not have you come on mine? I
yeah.
figure.
I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous because I'm just waking up. By the way.
Oh, me too. I'm always nervous doing these things, man. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know how you do it. How long have you been streaming, Jake?
20 December 2020 is when I started streaming, but I've been on YouTube for almost 9 years.
Oh, wow. And
But
have you always that now you do like just like music or like what kind of stuff
to,
did you do before you started streaming?
um, I was doing just videos, wrestling videos. I was part of the here's the thing. I was a wrestling guy until I found then my dad then in 2020 my dad died and I was trying to find something that would get my mind off. So one of my friends wanted me to start doing interviews.
Okay.
But I want to talk about. We got some topics we can talk about.
Yeah, because I was just I just came on and talked about how I had to I'm here on a self-imposed weather-related evacuation. So uh,
Yeah,
yeah, at the windstorm knocked out the electricity to my house, Jake.
yeah,
And last night here in the Maryland area, it got to about like 20 degrees, and I don't have heat in my house now because the electricity was knocked out. So I am here in a hotel. I am no longer at Casa de Myers. I mean, I got
yeah,
my power back, but I paid for 2 nights, and I'm gonna my Scottish ancestors would be rolling over in their graves if I didn't take advantage of that second night. So,
yeah. But I want to talk about something. And I've been watching. You know, there's people that in. I'm just trying. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff, including live on the air. I was on a friend's podcast, and I get a tornado warning alert
whoa,
about a week, almost last Wednesday. Four houses. It didn't hit me, but it hit a part of the area, and it hit close to me, and
wow,
it just damaged. They destroyed four houses, and I
oh,
heard, and it was like couple miles from my where I'm at. But you know what the thing is like I'm okay. I'm doing okay. I'm a
well,
little
good, good,
freezing because it's cold. Because
yeah,
it's winter.
yeah. It's like like, hey, Mother Nature, what the fuck, man? What are you doing?
Yeah, but so I've been. Did you watch the Saturday Night Live 50 year thing?
No, because I had no fucking electricity.
Sorry.
No. Jake, Jake, you could never upset me. You know that? Like you could walk up to me in person, kick me right in the shins, and I would still ask for your autograph, man. You know that?
Somebody's telling you to get super tips.
Yeah,
You know,
like
you
I
know
heard.
they use your voice on there too. He
Oh,
uses
do
your
they?
voice. Yeah.
Oh, if anybody can clip where they used my voice, believe it or not, because I heard I know like Chad kind of rips on the AI voices, and I think Kevin might as well, but like I don't know. I've gotten to the
Carl
point.
Carl uses it. Carl uses it.
Yeah, we don't
Keyburger.
use that name. We don't use that name on here. We use the name Podcast Karen, Jake. No,
Oh,
I'm teasing.
sorry.
No, no, I'm teasing,
Sorry.
Jake. I'm teasing. I'm teasing. Go ahead.
um, a lot of people, and then I'm going against them because they've not given me, they use my voice, but they won't let me on the platform because
Right. Yeah.
because
I can see
Patrick Melton, who runs the thing, is a crook, like Tom the Nook crook, Tom the Crook Nook from Animal Crossing.
right. Well, I heard he's grifted fans for like he charged like a super huge amount of money for that Hackmania, and from what I understand, people could just walk
Yeah,
in without getting a ticket, and then there was the money for the special that never got made. This is all stuff that I have heard for legal
Hackmania is
reasons.
coming up. You're talking about Hackmania 1?
Hackmania is what?
Hackmania, if you're talking about Hackmania 1 or Hackmania 2, because Hackmania 2 haven't happened yet.
Yeah, well, I was talking about last year. From what I understand, last year they could just walk in. Maybe for their sake, I hope they have a better system in place where people aren't just watching a show
Does
for free.
anybody, did anybody watch DabbleCon 1 when they made a joke about how podcast Karen can't run equipment? They had to have the Shuli Network crew run their equipment during DabbleCon 1.
I haven't seen that. I don't watch a lot of their stuff, to be honest, Jake. Like
Yeah,
whenever my name pops up on their thing, like I scroll through just at various points. I
yeah.
basically listen to the stuff where they talk about me pretty
You
much.
know, you know what the thing is. Yeah, did you see what they were talking about? Aaron losing his boxing license.
Yeah, like I haven't followed Steel Toe much. That's the thing.
Thank God you
Like
didn't.
I know about
Give me a
I know
minute.
about
Sorry.
all good. Like I know about like his wife left him. There was some swinging involved,
Also,
and then
also the white stuff was involved.
yeah, it was
But
drinking white stuff that wasn't milk. Well, it was yeah.
something that we can't talk about on YouTube.
I know, I know. YouTube times of service in a boxing
Yeah.
ring. Very
By the way, you
apropos.
left Twitter. You left X.
I did, yeah. I mean, I still check it for news, but I don't really post on there at all. And there's a couple people I only know through Twitter messages, like through the Twitter direct message thing. But aside from that, I don't really I'm not really on there at all anymore. I'm on that app Blue Sky.
Blue Sky and Threads. You're
Yeah.
on Threads.
Well, Threads is with like Facebook, Instagram, and Meta, and that's
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg, and he is not that much better. Like they're like pretty much like, kowtowing to sort of the non PC times and just
Yeah.
putting on and they're not doing any fact checking. So like I'm not a super huge like I'm not a super huge fan of the threads. I mean, I'll post to that stuff just because that's what everybody else is doing. But um,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not on. I mean, I'm on Threads and Instagram, but I just kind of post to them
You know. You know
reluctantly.
what?
Like I know people on there. Like I said, I
Yeah.
know friends of mine on there. But there you go. That's my Blue Sky link.
All right. Thank you. I
Yep.
already got you on Blue Sky. I already followed you over there.
Oh, do you? Do I follow you?
Yeah. I did say I did message you say I did write a Blue Sky message saying hey Tom Myers is awesome.
I did. Oh, okay, that's right. Yep, I did see. And I do follow you, and you follow me. Oh, that is awesome, Jake.
Yeah, and
Awesome, awesome,
I
awesome.
just want to say thank you very much for I know that here's the thing, podcast Karen has never had me on his show. You had me on podcast Karen has never had me on his show on that show that he does with those people.
Right. But
Oh,
do you really want to be on that show though? Be honest.
actually, I do. I don't like the show. I just
Yeah.
watch it because a lot of people that I'm part of friends with were on that show, and I was actually part of Steel Toe. I was part of Steel Toe before Doubleverse.
Right, right.
Thank you for showing my. Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. I'm just learning how to do this. That, ladies and gentlemen, whoop, what happened?
Uh-oh.
Oh, nope.
You knocked your, you knocked yourself
Nope.
out.
Yeah, I done fucked up. I'm learning StreamYard. I'm learning StreamYard, everybody.
KB, the female KB says, "Be safe, Tom."
Oh, is she in the chat?
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right. Hey, I'm getting around. So that's Jake Hudson. You can see his wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna get that off of there because your payment information is on there. Only mine. Only mine. Only my Venmo is. No. Listen.
It's okay. It's I put that as the pinned tweet because number one, I don't know how I don't change a lot of my stuff. You get that off of there now.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna get that off of there because there you go. That's mine. That's
Thank
my little.
you.
There we go. That's better. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what is this week's episode of Tom Myers versus the rest of the world?
The latest episode. So if all goes well tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and record an episode tonight. That'll be out Thursday.
You
Uh,
know,
like I got a notification on my app that my power was restored,
yeah,
and what you call it? And I got, like I said, my neighbor told me my power was on, and it's like I believe it, but at the same time, stuff can still go wrong. You know what I mean?
yeah. Your
So
internet sometimes your internet sometimes might crap out.
yeah. So, but tonight's episode that I'm recording, it'll drop Thursday morning on my Patreon, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcasts. Um, that's
Apple, Spotify, a lot of those platforms.
oh yeah, platforms I don't even know exist right now. But yeah, so the latest episode that dropped last Thursday, that was the first episode of the spring 2025 season, and that featured none other than Earl Skakel. I sort of became friends with him through this world, and
Earl Skakel's a good guy. He does a show about AEW.
right, yeah. Well, here's the thing with Earl. Uh, I like watching Earl stream because like even if he's talking something about which I have no interest, like don't take offense to this, Jake. I'm not a big fan of wrestling. Like I never followed it, but when
I don't take no offense because I try to get out of that world. Every time I try to get
yeah,
out of that world, somebody that I think that people, I think that here's the thing: if podcast Karen thought there would be money involved, he would do a wrestling event, do like a double horse wrestling event.
yep, there he is. Hi KB, hi Lady KB.
Mint Diggity said, "Tom, you got to stream more."
I know, and you know what? He's my $100 donor, so I kind of have to listen to him, don't I?
Hey, so
But anyway, but
he's
like
your
when
David Chandler. He's your David Chandler.
possibly, but
Have you met David Chandler?
I have not. But real quick, what I was saying before, um, is like Earl can talk about wrestling, and I'd be like enthralled by it. Like I could listen to it and be interested. Like there are some people who talk like they have a whole stream of consciousness thing, and I'm not able to like I can't follow it at all. Like I can't I just can't do it. But Earl, I could listen to him talk. Like I could say that okay, I'm gonna tune into Earl's stream for 15 minutes, and I'll tune out. And then next thing I know, his stream will be over. I listened to it for like an hour an hour, hour 15, hour 30. I mean, it's
Yeah,
gripping. He gets you in there.
yeah. For me, I love what he's doing due to the fact that he is, you know, I got less Patreon patrons than him.
Yeah. Well, I think you and I are
Yeah,
in the same boat. I
but
mean,
he.
this is Patreon is. I don't think
Are you
anybody's.
live on YouTube? Are you live on YouTube?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pulling you up on the YouTube TV.
Oh wow.
Burger,
Turn down your volume, caller.
I always turn down my volume
Yeah.
when I don't
That was
minus
that
the
was a joke. That was
volume.
a joke I was making, Jake. I know I'm not funny, so you know.
Yeah, hey, it's okay. Everybody. Here's the thing: I'm not a comedian. I'm
Jake,
not
I
a
love
comedian, but
Jake. I love how you just. I love how I just said I'm not funny, and you just went, yeah, yeah. I guess, yeah. You're not. You're not really.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You need no. Listen, Jake. I love this. Like I love having. I love when you go on shows, man. You need to do more shows. If you have a stream and you don't have Jake Hudson on, you're
Missing
missing
it.
out. Yes,
Yeah, but
because I'm a lot more relaxed now. that
Yeah,
that I have someone on, that I have a guest.
you've been on other shows. You've been on bigger shows than I have. You're a bigger comedian. I found you because don't take this the wrong way, but I found you through podcast Karen when he talked about you.
Right. Yeah.
And
Well,
here's the thing: I don't have an opinion. My opinion on you. You're a good guy. You're just sometimes podcast Karen clips out the bad stuff of people's careers and just
yeah.
makes it like he want podcast. By the way, people are going to send this stream to Doom and have him clip some of the stuff for podcast Karen, and podcast Karen is going to say, "Oh, your podcast is so bad, you got to have Jake Hudson on your show to make it good."
I mean, like, right. Listen. I mean, it's.
That's one of the things he's going to say.
I mean, like, honestly, but that's pretty much the show. Like, the shit talking, unfortunately, unfortunately, it sells.
Yeah,
Like, and I just want to go ahead and say, Doom, these intros are tedious. They're boring. They kill the momentum of the video. Just stop it. All right, there. That'll get me a break.
yeah, yeah.
If
Doom,
I get into a if I get into a Doom intro,
yeah,
then I can retire. I will have achieved greatness
yeah.
in the world of
Dude,
streaming. Then again,
dude, the thing.
I've said I'm going to retire like 15 times now. This is the 15th consecutive promise I've made to
You have
retire
said
without actually doing it.
Stuttering John has said he was going to retire more than you. He said
Oh,
like 20. He said 20.
are you saying Stuttering John's more accomplished than me? Is that what? Well, he is.
No, 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 no. He said he was going to retire 20 times. Then he comes back a day later because he's. Here's the thing. He can't go. Here's the thing. Everybody, this is not me bashing on Stuttering John. This is me saying the truth. I think that the only accomplishment he has was from a radio show back in the '90s and a TV show that ended in 2009. His run ended in 2009 when Conan took over
Yeah,
for Leno for the 7 months in 2010.
yeah. I mean,
Until
they were both pretty big shows, to be fair.
the Howard Stern show.
And the Tonight Show. I mean, I was a Letterman guy, but like Leno was like for a lot of people, pretty much the gold standard because he took over for Carson.
Johnny Carson. Yeah.
Yeah,
And the thing is I was watching David Letterman and Craig Ferguson.
yeah. That was a good pairing. I thought. Well, I would do
But now
Letterman,
it's
and
like
then
Jimmy Fallon's retiring.
is he?
I think he said he was going to retire. Is ending the show this. They had Paul Schaefer on the show the other night.
Huh.
I don't know. I was just reading I was not like I don't skim through stuff. Jimmy Jimmy Fallon and I don't like Fallon because he's not funny. He wasn't
Yeah.
funny. Fallon. Here's the thing. The only reason why Fallon's funny is because of his stint on NBC's flagship show, Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
one? Uh-oh.
according to this, it says NBC extended Fallon's contract to host until 2028. So he's still got a few good
All right. My
things in
bad. Sorry. I wasn't trying to start anything. I was just
there.
speculating.
No, listen, it's we hear something and we got to check it out. We don't just run with it like we hear on certain podcasts. That's what we
on
do.
on a certain show where they talk about like they say that you do a racist joke, but it's a joke that they called you a racist before on that show.
Yeah. But then they can't they don't actually cite the joke at all. So, which is, that's something. So,
Opie,
Jay, oh, go ahead.
let me say something to you.
Sure.
Tom, have you ever, would you, if like, if there's like an event, would you ever come? I'm thinking about doing JCon. Would you ever come to JCon?
What's JCon?
It's going to be like my version of DabbleCon. It's a
Oh, okay. So Jake Con. Okay. All right.
yeah.
The
I
coffee
would love.
hasn't kicked in yet.
Yeah, I know that you haven't done anything in Mississippi. We might do it in Mississippi. We might do it in Alabama, or we'll do somewhere that'd be close to me because I don't fly.
Right.
I don't have my wings on.
Yeah, flying sucks.
Yeah, but I wanna ask this: are you nervous? Are you nervous with because I know you do podcasts. I know you do Tom Myers versus the rest of the world on YouTube, Patreon, and all other audio platforms.
I'm clipping that. Go ahead.
Do
Go ahead.
you get nervous? Would you ever? Would you? If here's the thing: first 100 streams are are just test streams. The rest of the don't be nervous, Tom. It's like
Okay.
yeah. Here's the thing: you ever did radio, right?
I can't help getting nervous, Jake. I've never streamed before. Oh my god.
Sorry,
How do you do this bullshit?
dude. I do it. I do it on an iPad. I do podcasts on an iPad. I do
Oh, okay.
pocket. I do all this stuff. I can do it, and sometimes I even type with my nose. I hit
No
buttons with my
bullshit.
nose.
I'm impressed by that. I'm
I
impressed.
type with my nose sometimes because I thought it'd be funny.
You know what? I'm legit impressed. I'm not lying.
Yeah. By the way, one of the things that I do recommend you do
Uh-huh.
is is get yourself a background.
Yeah. Well, I have a background. It's just I'm in a hotel room right now because I had to
Don't tell
I
people where you're at.
I'm not
Don't
I'm
tell.
there's like millions of hotel rooms in this country. They're going to look through each one. Like it's a hotel. That's all
So,
they need to know. The less you
I
know, the
don't.
better.
Uh, people are gonna find out what. Here's the thing. People are gonna find out where you're at because are you staying in Baltimore?
No comment.
No comment. Disabled Space Whale. Hello from the UK. Hello from America. The obedient
Good day,
Space
mate.
Whale.
Oh, that's wrong accent.
That's
That's
Australian.
Australia. Yeah. Well, they have the little Union Jack in the corner there. So
Hello. Hey, by the way, have you ever watched Medea?
I have not. No,
Tyler Perry.
I haven't seen any of his stuff. I will. I
Here's the
will.
why is Hal trying to dox Tom? I'm not trying to dox Tom. I was just because people I doxing him. Everybody knows that he's in Maryland. People know that.
Yeah, I mean, but you don't know.
What city?
Yeah, you don't know if I'm in Maryland. Like Pennsylvania is not that the Pennsylvania state line is not that far from where I am. I could be in
Pennsylvania.
Baltimore. I could be in
In Philly?
I could be in York, PA. I could be in Philly. I could be in I could be in DC for all you know. There's a lot of cities I could be
Ohio?
in right now.
You could be in Ohio with Ray DeVito?
Now that's not funny. That's outright traumatic, Jake.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Jake, if I ever tell you that you're not funny, I'm joking. It's a joke. That's
Yeah, I'm sorry. Because, by the way, Ray DeVito, people are saying Ray DeVito is the I-80 killer.
I believe it. I don't have any evidence, but I believe it.
It's just he gets. Here's the thing, but the thing is, if it wasn't for Ray DeVito, I would have never met Ari Jane. So
Right, right.
Ray DeVito brought Ari Jane to the dance.
Yeah, for better or for worse.
The
Let's
would
see.
you guys do Ray DeVito Fest?
If Ray DeVito was in there, I would. Like that's the thing. Like with all these, what you call it? Like with all this stuff that I do, or like some office. Hey, would you do this? Would you do that? If ooh, okay, just trying to pull something up. It's like if the money is right, like
The
if it's worth it, then I'll do it. And and don't ask me what. And I don't discuss business
money
over.
on yep.
Disobedient space whale didn't Venmo me anything, so I shouldn't put this on the air. But he does make a great point. Smash that
I,
like button, everyone. Hit the like button.
they don't have Venmo over at they don't have Venmo over at the UK.
Oh, they don't. It's an app. They need to fucking. Okay,
You
well, okay. Maybe.
did Venmo? Here's the thing. They had Cash App until they took it. Stella B, what's up, Stella?
Hey, we've all smashed it. I'm gonna do my Earl Skakel. I bet Stella B has smashed it. Hello,
Hello.
lady. Anyway,
But
so
would
Jake,
you go? Would you go on an Earl Skakel podcast if Earl asked you?
I mean, I'm pretty much up for like doing any show if if it's well vetted. But oh, there you go.
Would you
Yo,
ever
Jake.
do? And the thing is, I know that on the last show, the last time you was on my show, we had a 4-person panel. It was you, me, Bobby, Nick, who's my producer, and he's my Steve Wilkos, by the way.
Oh, nice.
If you know who Steve Wilkos is, you get the reference.
Yeah.
He's yeah.
He's
By the way,
your Ed
I want.
McMahon. If we're doing the Johnny Carson thing, he's your Ed McMahon, right?
Yeah, he's my Paul Schaefer.
Hmm. Better reference. Better reference.
By the
So
way,
Jake, oh, go ahead.
you had a question about like 10 minutes ago before I got cut you off. What was it?
You know what? But you're making you're making this stream so much easier though. Like you're like I knew like for some reason like okay, who's the first guest I want to have on a stream to make me feel at ease? No question, Jake Hudson. Like
Yeah,
I didn't decide this at the last minute. Like I legit thought like for a couple times before I was getting ready to stream and then decided not to. I thought I want to have Jake Hudson on because he's the only person who can put me at ease. Now I feel like I can have anyone else
Stella
on.
B says, what's the dong to puss ratio in here, Earl S?
What's the dong to puss ratio in here?
uh,
Stella, we don't do that kind of talk here and there. We don't do Dabbleverse talk in here, not unless you super chat $5.
that was more. That's more of the man and woman ratio in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to say this. It's like when I thought here's the thing. When I came to this community, I've never thought I was going to be meeting these comedians and get into a battle with comedians.
Yeah.
They
I
want me.
mean, like
They want me to roast
ultimately,
battle. Ray DeVito wants me to roast battle him. People want me to roast battle Ray DeVito.
well, people wanted me to do that, and it's just like, hey, no, like he's beneath me. That's what that whole blow up with me and Kevin Brennan was over.
Oh,
And
Kevin
and
Brennan lost his Twitter.
hmm?
He lost his Twitter.
I did see that. And yeah, he probably he probably posted something that like he's
No,
always.
someone mass flagged him.
Oh shit, did they?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't really listen to MLC anymore. So
I don't. The only reason why I watch, only reason why I tune in and stuff is because of the great Chad Zumach.
Zumock, yes, the Mud Shark.
Yeah, he. By the way, he was very nice enough to send me a Hackamania shirt.
Or a we're doing it shirt, you mean?
No, he had a Hackamania shirt.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
How did he get that?
he was he Patrick and him stole Hackamania from Chad.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I haven't heard that. I mean, I listen to Chad's show regularly, and that's not one of the things that he brings up. But that is
Dude,
a juicy little bit of gossip there.
I need Tom to do morning radio for my daily commute to get a soundboard, bro. To be honest, get a soundboard, bro. Zumakamedia, my bad.
Zumacamania, yes, Stella.
Yeah,
Uh,
I, I'm
mm,
I'm I'm
Triple M,
stupid.
Triple M, Triple Z. If see this, this is called a Venmo handle. If you go ahead and contribute, as again, I hate to do Earl Skakel. Show me the money, honey.
The obedience is I don't have Venmo, but I do support Tom on Patreon.
Yeah, yeah.
By the way,
Well,
Tom
if it's
Myers versus the rest of the world is on Patreon right now. You actually can see. Here's what I want to ask about. Like, what do you think about the 47th president?
boy, do I have some opinions about that. And I love the way my stream is going right now and everybody is having fun. So I will just say to hear my thoughts on the 47th President of the United States of America, tune into Tom Myers versus the rest of the world, available on my Patreon, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcasts. By the way, if shit goes wrong and I can't record my episode tonight, if nothing goes up, I will have something on I will have a YouTube exclusive thing for
Yeah,
anybody who might be for all 6 people who might be disappointed. So
yeah.
Trump,
Hey,
according to Mint Diggity.
is a hat. He.
So
By the
Jake,
way, Ray DeVito is not an alpha. He's a beta.
you damn
Sorry,
straight.
I had to do that because.
Dropping truth bombs is Jake Hudson.
By the way, that was me doing Aaron Imholt doing Jesse Lee Peterson. If you
Oh,
know, it's me
okay.
doing it's me trying to like do the voices, but it's also I let me give you some advice, Tom. Don't be
Okay.
nervous, brother. Don't be
I
nervous.
need some
Listen,
advice. Okay.
don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Listen, do this show, do your show, and don't worry about what people think. Because
Okay.
here's the thing: people opinions are like asshole. Everybody's got one.
That is true. And they all stink.
By the way, you also you could actually put this on. You could grab the audio if you're on the paid version of. I know you're on the paid version of this beautiful platform, StreamYard. You could actually grab the audio and put it up.
Yeah. Well, I
It
mean,
have
it's on the YouTube, so
yeah.
I got to tell you something, Jake. I think more people are enjoying you on here more than me, and this is my stream.
Yeah,
So
because here's the thing. It's like everybody's like. By the way, you just hit an hour.
yeah, I know, man. You just make the time fly fast. I'm really glad you came on, Jake. I'm probably gonna sign off shortly, but before
Uh,
we do, you did a very kick-ass song about me, by the way,
you
and
you have it loaded up. You have it loaded up.
I've got it. And would you now? I have to ask the backstory behind this song. Did
Oh,
you
it's
go
just
ahead?
me. Here's the thing. This was when I was record. This when I was doing. This was when I was first getting this iPad and I didn't know how to copy and paste. So what I did is I put Tom Myers and I gave Suno a bunch of prompts about you, and they made the song.
Okay, so I remember you came on. We our first interaction was on a nice podcast, Stupid, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
And you
because
told me about that song. Did you have the song already made then, or was it? Did you do it
I
like? In,
I did the song. I be honest with you, you here's the thing. I was doing a stream. Remember Reverend Dream. Remember Reverend Dream?
yeah, yeah.
I was doing a stream with him when you guys raided me.
Oh, we sniped you. Yeah, Dan stream sniped. We sniped a bunch of shows that night.
Yeah. By the way, you need to get Deb on your show. Dan's co-host on your show.
I mean, listen, this is all coming to fruition. I mean, this is just a stream. I don't even know if I consider this a podcast, but like this
Yeah.
is just me, fucking around.
Hey,
So
um, do you know that podcast Karen has a band?
I'm calling bullshit on that one right now. I don't think he has any fans.
No,
I,
a band. He has a music. He has music. The
oh,
Isotopes. The
oh,
Isotopes.
that okay, all right.
but
So
but here's the thing. Bob Levy's son's band is better than the Isotopes.
I believe it. I
Fat
haven't heard
Man's
Bob Levy's son's band, but I've heard the Isotopes, and I automatically believe it.
yeah.
So
But
I've got the song. I've got the song pulled up. I think it's
all
kick
right.
ass. Is it all right if I play it on here? You're not gonna like strike my channel or anything, are you?
No. I don't strike channels. Listen,
Okay, you heard it. You
I'm
all
not
10
stuttering
people on my
John.
stream. All 10 people on my stream heard it. This is a legally binding contract. Jay
You
Cutson will
have
not
permission.
strike my channel.
Listen, you are permitted to use that song. Um,
Oh,
here's the thing. If by the way, I don't strike channels. I let people use my music. I make people. I made. I even made Tom Bergeron a song.
oh, sweet.
You know who Tom Bergeron is?
Yeah.
Hollywood Squares,
Hmm.
AFV,
He's
Dancing.
no Peter Marshall, but he made a great host though.
He's no John Davidson. He's no John Davidson.
He's better than John Davidson. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead. So I'm probably gonna end this stream right shortly. But before we go, I do want to thank everybody again. Thank you, Mint Diggity, for Venmoing me $100. You too can Venmo. Tom underscore Myers. Go ahead and show your support. If you want, well, while we play the song, if you want to go ahead and Venmo me there, I will. I'll see what I can do. I will go ahead and I'll put your not super chat but Venmo chat up on the screen. Just let me know who you are in the chat, so I give you the proper shout out. I don't want to dox anybody. And
I will go
also,
to I will go to your Patreon. I'll become a Patreon patron so I can watch, so I can give you money instead of giving YouTube money.
well, I appreciate that, Jake. Thank you. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, v.tom.myers, and v.tom.myers on Blue Sky,
And
because screw Elon, man.
yeah, you can also find Tom Meyer. You can find Tom Meyer. You can find Tom Meyer versus the rest of the world on all platforms. Just look up Tom Myers versus the rest of the world.
Stella B says she would support a morning show.
Yeah.
If Stella, I can use a co-host because we got too much testosterone on this show. So listen, get your applications in, everybody,
Tom Meyer.
ladies. Who wouldn't want to hang out, Jake? Who would want to hang out with these two hunks of burning love every morning, huh?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So yeah. Hey. By the way, do you ever watch the Rick and Bubba show?
I haven't. No.
They're now called the Rick Burgess Show. It's a southern thing. If you don't get the reference, you won't. You're because you're. That's right. You're in the northern side of the South.
Yeah. We're very mid Atlantic centric here. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and play this song, and
All right.
which I think is awesome.
What is pretty funny entertainment?
What?
That funny entertainment, that sticker you got on your microphone.
Oh, I should give these guys a shout out. Oddly Funny Productions. They are a proud
Yeah.
sponsor of Tom Myers versus the rest of the world. They do a lot of uh, they do a lot of online shows, and they are a proud sponsor of my podcast. They are currently my longest serving sponsor. So go ahead and check them out. Support those guys. But we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about you. Ladies and gentlemen, the hot semi new single that's taking the world by storm, Jake Hudson, Tom Myers, is awesome. And I, for one, have differing thoughts on that, but here's the song.
Tom Myers on the stage, he doesn't flinch. Laughs at life in every dark inch, from politics to social trends. Punchlines cracking like loose ends. He's got a mic like a loaded gun. Shoots words sharper than the sun. No topic is safe from his grasp. Grip on humor ain't slipping from his clasp. Every headline he will mock.
Sorry.
Breaks the silence with a shot. Tom Myers doesn't do no plan.
But him. I got.
Takes the stand with jokes unplanned. Current events are his playground. The sacred cow left hanging around. Laugh through the chaos and the noise. Tom with his wit always destroys.
Guitar solo!
People gasp, people cheer.
Oh.
Tom's words cut crystal clear. He's got that fearless streak. Laughing so hard you're weak.
Red or blue, he doesn't care.
Red or blue, he doesn't care. Cuts through lies, raw and bare. Tom's comedy, a raging fire. Truths you didn't know you require.
Yeah.
I think that. How long is this? How long did I make the song?
Who cares? It fucking rocks, man.
Alright.
People gasp, people cheer. Tom's words cut crystal clear. He's got that.
I think people don't like the AI music.
Laughing so
Fuck
hard
'em.
you're weak.
It's a song about me and you made it.
I made it.
That makes it awesome.
I love it says red and blue. Not long enough. Not long enough, yeah.
Tom Myers is awesome by Jake Hudson, everybody.
Thank you.
Jake, I actually have to
Run.
I actually have to get going. I got some show prep to do for the political pod. Jake, go ahead and do your plugs.
The only plug I have is go check out Tom Myers versus the rest of the world. Go check out-
Oh, I'd
That's
say
it.
I'd say go subscribe to also go subscribe to Jake Hudson as well. You know, he's definitely nice enough to come on here, and he gave me so much of his time that you know I can't. Whoops, I want to bring that up.
What?
Hang on. Like I said, I'm still learning StreamYard.
What'd you
Oh,
do?
there you go. Listen, Dr. Chow. If Dr.
Um,
Chow likes it, then you know it's good.
By the
That's
way, Dr. Chow and Zermatt does a show called The Ray DeVito
the
Show.
Beto Show. I know. I've been on a couple times. I love it. Always enjoy it. And so that is Jake Hudson's channel right there. Go ahead and show him support. Show him some love. That's his handle right there. Go ahead and subscribe. You know what? Get him monetized as well because we love
Yeah.
we love
All
to
right.
show support here.
Thank you. Hey,
Yeah.
thank you so much. And I also want to say, if people that want to my Patreon, if you don't mind me plugging my Patreon, if you don't mind, patreon.com/Hudson World Order.
Whoop. That's not it. Hang on. Let me patreon.com.
/ the Hudson World Order or Hudson World Order. I forget what I named it.
Oh fuck. Well, Hudson
Look,
World Order. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. Hudson World. This it?
But you're not showing it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's because I'm stupid. But there we go. That's it right there.
Yeah, that is it.
Yeah.
By the way,
YouTube,
why
our
are you not
Patreon.com.
joined? Why are you not joined for free? You can join for free as a member.
Well, thank you for shaming me in front of everybody. Yeah, I'll listen. I'll go ahead and do that. Everybody should do it, and not for free. That's Jake Hudson. That's him right there. Jake, you don't have to go home, but you
We
can't
can't
stay
stay
here,
here.
as
Bye.
the saying goes. So, oh, oh my God, no, Jake, I didn't mean to chase you off. Oh, fuck. Jake, thank you so much for coming on. Do it right now, you fake friend, says Gaze. Okay. Oh my God. I swear I did not kick him out. Jake took himself out. Jake Hudson, everybody. That was a. I gotta send him a text. What should I say? Thanks for coming on. There we go. He really took that literally. Like I could have. Oh my God. Well, I will go ahead and support his Patreon, and yeah, go ahead and subscribe to his YouTube channel. It's on there. Yeah. So that's it. Like I said, if you enjoyed the show, go ahead and show some support and Venmo the old sent something to the old Venmo. Looks like no one else has. I am willing to take some buzzer beaters. If not, I will go ahead and give you a shout out. The next stream I do, whenever that may be, you don't know when it's going to be. So, thank you so much, Jake Hudson, for coming on. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Lots of love, everybody. Made it. I made it. Made it another night. My final night here, away from Casa de Myers. If you're in there right now, are you able to hear me? Check. Let me see if I can work this out. Oh, okay. Done. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much, Stella. So I'm not going to make this a very long stream because I am checking out of this hotel today. I have everything pretty much all set and ready to go. Everything at the old homestead is okay. I am lifting my self-imposed evacuation. Things are still pretty dicey out where I am now, but gonna get out of this. But yes, I'm going home and no more standing by. There we go. That's right. By the way, if you feel like supporting the show, if you like supporting the stream, go ahead and send me a Venmo. It's scrolling right there at the bottom. If you feel like it, I will go ahead and give you a shout out on the show, a la Mint Diggity here. Although Mint Diggity did donate $100 with a cautious little message. Let's see. Where am I? No, I think I got rid of it. But basically, Mint Diggity, God bless him. I know he supports a lot of the streamers here. He does his best. He did send me a very nice Venmo yesterday. Don't stream and drive. Happy birthday, he said, which is strange because my birthday was a few weeks ago. So yeah. So I'm actually looking forward. I mean, as I like hotel living. I don't find it all that bad. My cat, on the other hand, Mochi, he's around here somewhere. I think he's hiding under the bed. He's not into it as much because he's the type of cat who, when he hears a noise, he tends to go out and explore. And he's confined to a hotel room, so he hears people walking back and forth outside the door. He wants to go and investigate, and he can because it's the rules of the hotel. A pet like a cat has to be in a carrier. Animals have to be restrained on leashes in public areas, and that's the little contract I signed says I have to do that. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Ooh, let me. Oh. This person says no need for a shout out, but thank you very much for the $10. Hope that doesn't count as a shout out. Let's see. Well, thank you very much, anonymous donor. Yes, I actually have had my coffee already. Anonymous donor. So I'm just drinking some agua right now. I'm practicing healthy living while I'm on said stream. So, but yeah, I am. So, yep, I'm going home. Okay, getting distracted by the chat there. Just putting the banners back up. So I am going home today. Like I said, I'm not going to be on here for too long. Like I keep saying, I'm not a fan of streaming unless I have something absolutely, important to say. I don't just like coming on and just talking, a whole bunch of bullshit just to take up time. I've never really. I mean, I usually only listen to podcasts when they say something when they have a point. There's a few streamers I will listen to. And I think the handful, it's only a handful of people I listen to. Ooh, they do a whole stream of consciousness talk that I'm able to follow. And I think the number of people who can do that, like I could count them with the fingers on one hand, basically. So like I said, this is actually going to be a little short stream because in addition, I still have to pack up. I still have to gather. I have to gather my cat's things, and then I have to go ahead and put the. I have to go ahead and put said pet into the carrier, which could take a little bit of time. Mochi was actually pretty good getting in the carrier on the way down here. Like he fought it for a little bit, and he eventually got in. The second attempt at getting in the carrier, he was in, and so I'm hoping he'll be a little easier this time because I think he's anxious to go home. I'm anxious to go home. As much as I love staying in hotels and taking advantage of the accommodations, having other people clean shit up for me. I know it's kind of bougie, but no, I'm looking forward to it. So as soon as I am done, I'm gonna be packing because I always like to put that kind of stuff off until the last minute. And perfect. Okay, I needed to hear that. Someone who was supposed to get back to me got back to me. I love when that happens. So I'm going to be packing, and I'm going to be editing some stuff for the podcast. The episode's going to drop tomorrow. It was a very fun episode. I had on Richard Ojeda on the show again, the retired Army major. I think people have heard of him in this particular corner of the Streamverse. So that was fun. He's filed and said he's doing it. Hasn't made the official announcement yet, but well, you'll hear it on the show. You're going to hear it on the show. So what I'm going to do is he's going to make this big announcement tomorrow, the day the show drops. So I have the episode coming out, and then Friday I'm going to go ahead and put out some like bonus interview stuff from Richard Ojeda. So that was all fun. So like I said, not going to be a long stream. I'll probably end it now or like in the next few minutes. That's all I wanted to do. It's just come and update you all. In case you don't follow me on socials, which speaking of which, you can follow me on Instagram, the.tom.myers, and on Blue Sky because fuck Elon Musk. I disliked Elon and started disliking Twitter before it was cool, Twitter and X. So and then, of course, if you feel like supporting the Patreon, please do. Patreon.com/you dummy. I can't even type in my own name correctly. There we go. Yep, Patreon.com/Tom Myers. Although some people, whoever will get that Patreon that I typed before, will get a lot of subscribers now. Yeah, Patreon.com/Tom Myers. Go ahead and support that. Hide. I want to hide. Yes. Okay. Yep. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to be ending this little stream now. I actually, I guess I saw some comments yesterday who suggested, hey, you should come on and stream in the mornings. I don't necessarily know, because I've never really been a morning person. So I have that as an option that I could do it if I wanted, because I don't think too many people do that. So, like I know, I think Steel Toe might do it, and I think Melton also does some streams in the morning. So I'd be up against them, and like people seem to like dislike them a lot more or than they dislike me, or I seem to be maybe I'm on an even keel with some of these others with those guys who who stream in the morning. So, but yeah, I have that as an option. I'm also looking at a couple of other things. In the process of talking to a couple people about uh, doing some other projects. I've got a new one in the works, and also looking at a potential opportunity to expand another project I'm currently working on. And if it comes down to it, like if I feel like this is beneficial, if people want it, I might start doing morning streams. So yeah, I don't necessarily know that I do it like 5 days a week, like maybe certain days of the week. It would probably be around this time, like around the 8-ish. Oh, it's always 2 a.m. Melton streams at 2 o'clock in the morning East. Oh, well, that's like midnight for him out there. So, okay. All right. Myers versus Steel Toe. It is then. That's my only, that's my competition. So, but yeah, so I might, yeah, it wouldn't be every day just because I don't think I have a lot of stuff to talk about that often. I don't think a lot of people would be very, um, a lot of people would be very interested. And if I had gigs coming up, like I'd probably come on and talk about those, or if I had people who wanted to come on and chat with me, like Jake Hudson did yesterday. Like that was a very fun interview. I enjoyed talking with him, and I enjoyed it because he kind of put me at ease uh, a little bit. He got me to test my interview skills in a setting that wasn't um, like in a setting that wasn't Tom Myers versus the rest of the world. Like we weren't discussing politics at all. We weren't discussing current events. Like I was just asking Jake about himself and how he got started doing streaming, and which I found to be a very fascinating story. Just because, I like Jake. He's always been cool with me, and like, I love having people on who I can chat with about that. I don't necessarily think it needs to be all um, hellfire and brimstone, but at the same time, I don't want it to be like a giant, kiss ass fest. Like I don't need to do that, um, but whatever. It's yeah. So like I said, I have so many options. Nothing is off the table. Uh, in my mind, like I'm doing okay in terms of making a living and my situation as it currently is now. Um, I mean, I now have electricity in my home and I have heat, and my cat's not going to go apeshit cooped up in a hotel room anymore, at least not for the foreseeable future. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just thought I'd update you. That's pretty much all that's going on. I'm going home today. I might do some morning streams intermittently, not every single day, but some days of the week, like maybe 2, 3 days a week as my schedule permits. And Tom Myers versus the rest of the world drops tomorrow morning, and I have a couple of other projects in the works, working on a couple things. And of course, baseball announcing season is starting back up again. So I got some stuff going on. Some big things happening for Tommy Boy. So other than that, yeah. Thank you for the anonymous. Thank you, anonymous, for the little Venmo that you just sent me. You know, I won't not doxing, not naming any names. Secret safe with me. Aside from that, yeah. Thank you for tuning in and putting up with and listening to my bullshit. So, yeah. Until the next time. Peace out. Lots of love, everybody.